Have you ever had projects that were challenging and it just seems like you cannot get them completed? Well, that's where I'm at today with this 1985 125M Honda three-wheeler. Today, we're going to meet the challenge of finishing this up. I'd love to have you follow along with me as I finish this project. Join me as I share stories of my life as a kid, bringing junk home and turning it into something useful. Fact is, I'm still doing this today at age 69. Basically, what I have to do to complete this project is, unless I'm missing something, 3 items. I need to finish attaching this fuel tank, and the reason the tank was taken off is I discovered a leak in it. So I have to finish bolting it down. I have to attach the fuel lines, put fuel in it, make sure it doesn't leak, and once that's completed, I need to start it and adjust the carburetor. It runs great, but the idle is a little, what do I want to say, slow, not quite high enough. The RPMs need to be a little higher so it sits there and idles on its own. And then once it's warmed up good, I want to change the oil. And that should complete what I'm going to do on this old three-wheeler. So let's dive right into it. The first thing I want to do is just lift the seat back off because I just have it setting on here to keep it out of the way. Oh, there we go. Set that right here in my way so it's okay. We have that. Let me get my tools that fell on the ground. Boy, don't get old or big belly. Makes it harder. There we go. Okay, let's see about attaching. Uh-oh, got a line all crimped up here. I don't remember where those lines go. It's a good thing I took a picture. Let me get that picture out and go from there. Well, according to the picture, this blue line right here slides right on the top. Let's get her on there if we can. Oh, that's going on hard. And you see that? Right there. That's made to go on hard because you certainly don't want it to leak. There it is. And this line goes here on the bottom. I'm sure it makes a little bit of difference because one's for the reserve tank, the other's for the main tank. Okay, there we go. We got that on nice and tight. Let's put it all the way if we can get it there. Well, the fuel lines are on. Now we need a socket to tighten these bolts. If you come up here, I'll show it to you. Right there. I need to tighten those 2 bolts down. I think it's a number 10, but I'm not positive. Hey, it is. Let's see if we can't get those tightened up. Okay. I bought this old three-wheeler brand new. Kids were really excited when I brought it home in the back end of my brand new Bronco. I'd bought the Bronco earlier in the summer of 1985. Doot, 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 click, click, torqued. And I bought this, just a few weeks later, I think. Not even sure anymore how long it was after the fact. But I brought it home and the kids were excited. That tank is on, it's fastened. The next step is to put a little gas in it. Take this cap, and it isn't the original cap, by the way. The original one had an air vent toggle switch on it. You can turn it. So let's pour this gas in. This is what I took out of it. And let's just see what happens. That's not much gas, but I think it's enough to get it started. Okay, let me get set up here with it and we will see if the thing will run. If it does, then we can adjust the carburetor. Well, that didn't work very well. I had the tank bolted on, had it all ready to go, the fuel line's hooked up. I poured some fuel in it just to double check my leak, and it wasn't any time at all that it was dripping fuel in this corner. So that leak repair that I did just did not work. So I walked over to the local hardware store and I bought this right here. Never used it before. I'm not even sure how it works, but we're going to find out and see if this will seal this leak. If it doesn't, well, we'll talk about that at the time. I have another plan if I have to go that far. There's actually two plans. One would be to send a fuel tank in, have someone strip it completely and seal it from the inside out. If I do that, then everything I've done up to this point has been a waste of time. The second option is just to replace the entire tank with one that doesn't leak, and I kind of like to keep the original equipment. So this is my third option. I'm going with option 3. I'm not sure, I've never used this product before, but let me get a little familiar with it, and as I work on it, we will get back with you. I read the instructions. What it calls for is just to clean the area up down to the bare metal where the hole is. And then it's an epoxy type thing. So you have fiberglass cloth, 2-part fiberglass epoxy mix. Put the cloth over, take your brush, spread this mix over that and let it set for 30 minutes and it's good to go. I don't know if that's true or not, but we will see. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean the area. And hopefully I don't blow myself up, but we'll see. There's a little pinhole right here that I didn't see previously. That looks good. Now let's go in here where the second hole is. This is going to be harder. It's hard to get to. That isn't going to work. We'll figure something out. There you can see I have it all cleaned up. You can see the hole there, and you can see the pinhole right there. So the next step is to wipe it clean, give me an alcohol pad, and then also I will take this little piece of sandpaper that comes with the kit and just rough that up a little. Then they have a little bit of this stuff, which if you knead it up, you put it into holes, and then you put the other products over it. So let's get that done. First of all, we'll take this, we'll just scuff it a little bit. I don't know if I can get that any better or not, but right there. Now let's do this side here. Got a little bit of paint right there in that seam. I want to get that off of there. There, it's coming. I really believe that this product, if it's not too dated, I'm not sure how long it was on the shelf there in the store, if it's not too dated, it should work. That's if this stuff mixes up properly. Okay, got a scissors because I'm gonna have to open this once I get it mixed up. But before I do, I want to take this. I think this stuff's designed for one use only, so I can't save it for another one, so I might as well open it and just get it out of there. Clean my hands just a little bit. Got that grime and dirt on it. There we go. I've used a product similar to this before. It's just something that you need it in your hands, and that's what activates it. So that's what I'm doing. And I just get it nice and pliable in my fingers. And then I get this alcohol pad opened. And we will wipe this area right here. Okay, and then we'll wipe this area. Brake cleaner will do the same thing, guys. Brake cleaner, carb cleaner, whatever you have, is something to clean it. Okay, where's that little hole? Right there. We'll put that right there, I guess. And right there. Oh, come on. It's not wanting to stick. Okay. Why not? I don't know. Okay. And my fingers are too sticky. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we can't get a little piece of it in this little bitty hole. This hole's almost too small, but we'll put some over it. It calls for it, so there we go. Got a little piece of that over that. Let that set just a little. I can't use any more of it. Don't know what to do with it. So now let's cut us a little piece of fiberglass. I don't know, will this scissors cut it? Sure, it'll cut it. I'm not going to need a very big piece because it's a small repair. Ouch. Not supposed to cut your fingers. Okay. That'll work good for that, I guess. It's a little big yet. We'll cut it just a little bit more. Cut it in two. Boy, not doing very good with that scissor, so might have to get a different one. That'll work there. Put that right there. And let's see if we can't. Let me get a different scissors. That one works really good for most things, but for this, I think I need something like this. Right here. Oh yeah, that cuts a little bit better. We'll put this patch right there. Yeah, it's going to show on the side of the tank, but what can I do about it? It says that I'm supposed to be able to squeeze this into here. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Yay, it did work. Okay, let's get all that resin down in there, and then we will, I guess it's resin. It's been a long time since I worked with fiberglass, but we'll get this all worked up. Knead it really good, because that's, I guess that's going to be the trick, is if we get a nice mix. So And you only have a certain amount of time to work with this, so hopefully, okay. We're going to, it's not going to take this whole package, that's for sure. So we'll go like this, and now we will cut this. And there's a little bitty brush that came with it. Let's take this here. We'll start underneath here and we'll just dab that on. It definitely has an aroma. It's different. Look, I'm not doing very good here, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there's that fiberglass. We'll get her here. We'll get it. Not to worry. Like you were worrying. I'm not either. I don't worry about stuff like this anymore. I just do the best I can. If it works, job done. Well, and we'll leave it at that. It says to, actually says to feather it off, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. By the way, this repair kit was $16 something at the local hardware. I guess if it works, it has saved me a ton of money all of a sudden. I'm sure I'd pay way more than $16 to get this tank patched inside. I'd lose all my paint on the outside, which I wouldn't like that, but it's nothing I can do about it. Okay, we'll leave that go. Now let's go look at this side. This side's going to be tricky to make it. Oh, you know what? This is getting hot, and that's just what they said would happen. Gets hot. Let me get this on here. I'm going to be too late. I don't want to end up buying two of these. There we go. Yeah, that's really getting warm. There we go. Oh, that's nice and fluid. I like that. Wow. So what if it's a little rough right here? It's, the thing is, we're looking for functional. And I have a really, that's actually getting hot. Okay, that looks good. That actually looks good. Let's go back in here, and since I've got plenty, I'm just gonna give this another coat. Ouch, it's burning me. Wow, that looks good. Ouch. Stuff's getting really, really hot. It's burning my hands to the touch. I'm gonna quit. I can't hardly hold this packet anymore. Ow, ow! Guys, I'm to the end of my rope on this one. That is so hot, I can't hold it anymore. Ouch. Get rid of that. We'll just let it set now. I'm going to go clean my hands. Okay, we got this three-wheeler pushed out. Went ahead and changed the oil. Fill tube right there. Oil plug down under there. Got the gas tank on. Had to patch it right there. Ran into a few problems with it. But I think it's ready to go. Let's see if it'll start. Turn the key on. Turn it on red. Run. Listen to that run. I had it started earlier. I didn't know if it would start again, but it sounds like it's going pretty good. Well, it's a few days later. I took the thing out for a test run, discovered that the back tire is going low on me, so I will have to take care of that. And also, it's not shifting 100%. But for what I was going to do with this three-wheeler to this point, I'm going to call this project complete for right now. We may take it up again in the future. If you've worked on a three-wheeler, four-wheeler, ATV, ACT, whatever they call them, and you have stories to share about your project, list them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys and gals. I want to know what you're doing because I'm interested. If you like what I'm doing, please hit the subscribe button. Can this be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can. Until the next time.